Should have dressed a little better for the event. Or something.
Now, I am baffled and actually really impressed with his acting.
Yeah.
He is selling me on this, and I was really into it. And I was like, this guy is a really good actor.
You give somebody, you take away the burden of money to anybody, they become a totally different person. 100%. And they took away the burden of money for most of these people. Right. So you get to see more of the aliens, like the alien leader, and how they're growing 30% and
39%.
Yeah. They're just
major growth, by the way.
So it's 39. Yeah. So it's like a rally that we're actually getting to witness. Like there is now.
It's more like the Build-A-Burger meeting.
Yeah.
With people like like aliens, and it is the Build-A-Burger meeting, probably.
Yeah. They're enjoying their successes.
Yes.
And apparently
yes, I'm rich.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they get down to the bottom, and they have all the female aliens too, and they're like, draped in jewels and shit.
Which were still played by that stunt coordinator.
Yeah,
mostly.
I think so. Yeah,
no, they were. yeah.
It was like
Most
he was
of them.
every one of them.
Yeah, male and female didn't matter.
Which is really cool is they do have different facial features. Each one of them do. So where it makes them still individual aliens,
right.
Even their arbitrary aliens in the background were different. So
see, I didn't notice that until this part of the movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, okay.
They really put a lot of thought into it because these people were individuals too, but they all kind of really look the same, just like us, but from somewhere else, or bipedal, whatever. Whenever they show them at the airport, the intergalactic airport was pretty cool too, because he's like, I don't know where it's from. Powered by quantum something or other.
Yeah, right.
I don't
moonlight.
know. Yeah. The bending light deal or something. And I
gravity
like
and
gravity. That is what he said.
Yeah, it's like bending light with gravity or something like that, and it ships them somewhere.
It,
but it looks so cool because it's like, pew, pew. And they were talking about going to Alpha Centauri or something like that, or
Andromeda. Or something.
Yeah, Andromeda, and dudes had their carry-on luggage and shit.
As you do when you're going to Andromeda.
And they both did go different directions too. If you notice, one goes right, the other one goes left, so they're going different places.
Sure.
So
in one beam out, which is weird.
Yeah, it's like they're just shooting them out. They're like, go.
Can you imagine their faces during that? Just like,
yeah, they look just like Howard from Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
But see, this is where they use a lot of the same props from other movies too, because the Ghostbusters EKG meter is actually in that.
Okay,
really?
They have one of those deals, and it's the deal the deals come up on the side,
right,
where they're kind of doing the ectoplasmic readings. They actually have those as radios.
Yeah.
That's what the aliens are
I didn't
using.
even notice that.
Yeah.
That's
they
really
have
funny.
that. Because I noticed that when I first watched it. I was like, that's weird. Why is that a Ghostbusters thing in there? But then Buck's giving them the whole tour, and he's like, let me take you behind the scenes, boy. And they go into the television station, which is Channel 52 or whatnot.
54.
Yeah, where Holly Thompson works. Of course.
Right.
And she's already... Well, did she change? I think she was in a different wardrobe. It seemed like it, because she's back. And like whenever they're in the soundproof booth, and Buck Flowers is like, "Hey, what's the matter, guys? Why don't you want some? People sell out every day."
All right.
But it's the total truth line. He's like, people sell out every day. I'm just getting mine,
Well, and it's funny because like right before that, when they walk up and those two guards are there and they're like, "Where's your badges?" And then they just pull out their guns and
yes,
soundproof walls.
Soundproof. He grabs him by the fucking beard too.
Yeah.
I just like his line. People sell out every day.
Right.
It's the truth. People will sell out to be able to do whatever they want to.
That's right.
And that's what he did.
That's why you always
there.
make a second album.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if he tipped him off on certain things or gave him other information, but they kind of, just like the cops were asking Nada at the very beginning, maybe we can both benefit from this,
Right.
So yeah, you get to see that, and then they actually go into, he throws a fucking grenade right by his face, dude. It's like boom. They blow out through the fucking deal, and they just start shooting aliens again. Even the aliens on the television station or in front of the screen are just like,
right,
just kind of running away. And
Danger.
they get into that big kind of chase scene.
Yeah,
where they run into Holly, but they're mowing down fucking dudes.
Yeah, they are.
The only guys are the fucking yuppie. The yuppie dudes that are like putting their arms up, like skirting the wall, and they're like, go, 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 and then they meet Holly, and they go up to another soundproof weird part of the building because you notice the carpets on the walls and everything like that. Right. And one dude's like, "Oh, they're above me on 20. We're on 21. We'll be waiting for them." So it's like they're communicating, and they have all these army dudes because they're looking for it. At first they were looking for Holly,
right?
And then they finally get up to the very to the whatever you call it, the stairwell,
right?
And that's when Frank gets pow,
right
in the fucking head.
Come to find out,
Holly's fucking one of the bad ones.
Yeah,
which makes sense. She was part of the fucking television station. At first, you're like, whoa, bamboozled.
Wow.
As soon as she pulls out the fucking gun, puts it to his temple.
And then it changes perspective.
Yeah.
And so you don't see it, but you hear it.
Yeah.
Which was cool. I thought that was a cool way to do that.
And it was so quick.
Yeah.
At first she's just running with them, and then all of a sudden it's just like, pow. Like, wow, holy cow.
They get into the stairwell, somewhere quiet, nobody else around, bam. And then he goes up and he sees the satellite dish, and he can see that fucking
rod thing.
Yeah, the weird
in the tube.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the tubing and the
total sci-fi.
Rod and
it
tubing.
Looks fucking awesome sci-fi. Rod in the tubes.
Hey, I'm walking over here.
I'm walking here.
No, he looks around, but mainly he's just like kind of wasting time for them to get there, kind of thing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like he didn't just shoot it.
Right.
He was like, "Hey, stand clear."
Maybe he wanted like a second opinion. Is this what I'm supposed to be shooting?
Yeah.
Is this
Because I actually have a show on Fox tonight. And
Yeah.
I just want to make sure this isn't gonna cool.
I got this set on my VCR to record at the homeless shelter.
I mean, the
'Cause I really
Academy
wanted
Awards.
to watch. Yeah,
It's hard to get that back. They don't really replay it.
I wanted to see that.
There's only going to be one more season of Parker Lewis Can't Lose. I promise.
yeah. I wanted to see the commercial of the woman eating cheese with her fingernails.
Yes.
Gross.
Oh.
She had to be booger hooking a little bit.
Oh. Gross.
That's what I thought. I was like, damn, she must have picked her nose at least once. She's like, oh, cheese. Yoink.
No, the first time she picks her nose, it'll be like through her nose.
Oh my God. Scratch her brain and shit.
Oh, now I don't know math.
Well, this is a fucking great epic ending too.
Yes, absolutely.
Because when he shoots that deal, and he gets shot from the helicopter,
Right.
He shoots Holly first because he pulls out that gun that he had hidden.
Sleeve,
Because he puts down the Desert Eagle, right? He's like, he drops it because he's got it in his wrist. He's got his hand holding his wrist, and he just kind of drops it. He just sits there and he pulls out the fucking gun, bam, right in the head.
Yep.
And
That's what I would have done too.
Yeah.
Not enough in movies when the love interest turns out to be evil, dude. They just shoot him right away.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he did a good job of that.
Yeah. He didn't waste any time.
No, not like
I could save you.
Yeah, let's remember who you are.
Yeah.
He was a realist. He's like, I've seen you 4 times. I don't know you.
That's right.
Yeah. But at the same time, too, he knows he's at the end. And if he doesn't do this, nothing's going to happen.
It's not going to be worth anything.
She's trying to convince him. The cops in the helicopter trying to get him to stop, and he just fucking shoots the little laser beam thing.
Their version of like getting him to stop is, hey, don't do that.
Yeah. Well, then they fucking cap him afterwards.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they
they
get
do.
him a couple of times, right?
They shoot the.
But he got it done though. He got it.
He hit it at the right spot, and the last thing you see of him is he's reaching his hand up,
Best
flipping
thing.
him off. I'm
That's
like,
right.
Yes, like fuck you,
America.
and it's poetic.
Canadian.
It's poetic that it's actually him, nada. It's the everyman. It's nobody at the same time that is ending all of this.
And it's
charade.
that John Carpenter middle finger to Reagan.
Yeah,
as he
exactly.
said,
It ends in that middle finger.
Yeah.
And then you get to see all the aliens in real life. And like they're on the TV and they're like, oh my God.
That guy at the bar.
Yeah. He's just staring.
Yeah. He doesn't know anything's different. He's just watching TV.
Well, you hear the people at the news studio. They're like, you look like shit.
Yeah.
They fucking run out and it ends
Weirdest.
epically.
Yes.
I mean, they show the commercial, but then it ends so epic. The woman's on top and she's just like, her eyes are closed. She looks down. He's like, what's the matter, baby?
This was just the most weird part for me because the entire movie is like a movie.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have that filler like a Jason movie or something like that, and it doesn't need the tits to make it like something. And then at the very end, the very last thing.
But could you
boobs, and
imagine
you're like,
that
what
being
the hell? I was watching it with my girlfriend and all of a sudden I'm just like sitting there like, what?
Tits.
We're
Tits.
fine. It's just odd. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
It feels so out of place.
I think Carpenter was like, what if you were having sex?
Yeah.
and your partner was an alien.
Yeah.
You know?
That
All of a
had to have
sudden,
happened.
Yeah.
Somebody threw that out there and he was like, fucking A.
Make sure you get me somebody with good tits. Let's do this.
Yes.
Or the producer, or somebody that was giving him money was like forcing him to put boobs
I don't think
in there.
so. I think who doesn't like tits? It's fine.
Yeah.
It was just
it was an odd choice.
It was,
to end the movie.
Yeah.
They
But I
coulda
think
ended
it was
with
the most
commercial.
visceral way that you could do it. You know what I mean? Like, because I think that
That was happening
it
everywhere.
was impactful to see it like in the bar or on the TV.
like real life moments.
But this is a real life moment that could be happening right now in the most.
and then you're like,
You're the most prone. You know what I mean? You're unprotected at that
your
point.
beer
You're just like,
goggles were taken off.
yeah.
Well, because they did.
Jesus
they were making fun of
Christ, I would
Siskel
never
and
drink again.
Oh my god, that would- you'd have to be really drunk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I know that's why they made pillows, but I don't know. I'm just kidding.
I
Jokes. I say jokes, folks.
I like how they had Siskel and Ebert on that part too, and they're talking about directors like George Romero, and John Carpenter. You know, he
They
kinda
have
takes
to
a dig.
realize.
Yeah, kind of takes a dig,
Yeah.
and then you see the car commercial where the chick slaps the dude, and he's like, "Oh, bro!" Yeah. It's a Lamborghini commercial or something. The SUX from RoboCop.
Yeah, and all in all, at the end of this, I actually really liked it. I was not upset I watched it, and it's one that I would have actually just enjoyed.
Yeah.
You know,
So what would you rank this movie?
rate
Rank
it,
whatever.
rank it.
Rate. You would rate it out of 5 whatevers.
I'd probably give it
Out
like,
of 5 carpenters.
oh,
Or 5 Jesuses, also a carpenter. Whatever you like.
like I'd probably say at least 3 full carpenters and then saw 1 carpenter in half.
3.5.
3.5.
Hey, that's
Okay,
that's
yeah.
very valid.
Yeah.
I put it at out of all of his movies, and if I'm rating them out of that,
Oh.
No, not ranking it. I'm
Just
not
like
ranking
overall.
movies. Overall rating of a movie. Yeah.
I'd say
He's
4.
like, I'm not fucking saying rank. I'm saying rate.
Yeah, 4.
Well, I mean,
4.5.
it said ranked the first time.
Yeah.
I would go up and say 4.5 carpenters.
Ooh.
Wow, 4.5.
You cut 1 in half too?
I think the 1.5 Carpenter movie is the thing. Of
Yeah,
course.
that one's great.
And then Big Trouble in Little China would be a 5.
That's
as well.
a good one, too.
Escape from New York would be a 5 as well.
Every other movie he's ever done.
Yeah.
This one's a 4.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Mouth of Madness is 3.5.
So our average right now is 4.
Yeah.
Dan.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with 4 whole carpenters.
Okay, so we're
I
gonna
think
average at 4.
that's where I would really lie. I mean, there's room for improvement in places.
Yeah.
But overall, it was great. I enjoyed it. I'll watch it again.
Yeah.
You know, and
See,
I
the
have
fight-
watched it again.
The
I
fight
guess.
scene probably added carpenters for you guys.
No,
I think
not
it took
really.
half of one away from me. Yeah.
It didn't really do anything for my carpenters. No, no, or for my Jesus.
I don't know what to do with the leftover carpenters. I have half of
That's
one
your own.
sitting here.
That's your own personal carpenter.
Oh, but
That's a song by Depeche Mode. If you didn't know,
It hasn't
your
been
own
moving.
personal carpenter.
Oh, that's right. I have heard that one. This movie was number 1 at the box office for the 2 weeks that it was actually released.
So yeah, it made some money. It was what, $3 million budget? 13 million's what it made.
Yeah.
wow.
They swept it under the rug. Like I was telling you earlier, they basically got rid of it for
It
some
got
reason.
too real.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
People in power didn't like it. That's why.
No. And you know what's, again, like we've been talking about this whole time, this is a reflection of what's going on right now again.
Absolutely.
And it
to
has,
some degree. you
yeah.
know.
Oh, I think even more.
I think there's more. Yeah. Well, I think hyper-capitalism's definitely accelerated. So
I think
you're right there.
you know, after Reagan left and then you had that first 4 Bush years, it was a little bit different than the prosperous years of the 90s where it was like everybody was doing everything right.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had the Bush years and then things have been in decline since the Bush years, you know, in a way to where this has become more prevalent because we have more population, everything like that.
Sure.
So this is more of a reflection on society than it ever was.
I agree.
Which is very, very relevant in our time, which is great. And Carpenter has a way that he did this with this movie. He doesn't do it with all of his movies.
No, not at all.
You know, he's not like a Romero that takes a piece of what he sees and puts into the movie and makes the movie reflect, you know, what's going on the outside and puts it in a horror aspect or a zombie outbreak or something like that, you know?
Exactly.
This is the one movie he was like, fuck Reaganomics, fuck the world right now. This is the way I see it, and this is the way it's always going to stand in my eyes.
But he did that, and he made an entertaining movie.
Yes.
A really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keith David killed it. Roddy Piper killed it. I think Roddy Piper, yeah,